Your calm mind is the ultimate weapon against your challenges. So relax. Brian McKill. You spend hours or even days thinking about a small decision. What to have for lunch, what to wear, which movie to watch, or what does this stranger think of me? When it doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things. With all those thoughts racing through your mind, have you ever paused for a moment to just stop and smell the flowers? People often tell you that to find peace within yourself, you have to be more zen about it. And then you'll be happier. But let's be honest, what does that really mean? Zen isn't the peaceful, blissful state everyone makes it out to be. It's not just about sitting still in silence or meditating for hours. The truth is, Zen is about facing life's chaos head on and finding peace in the mess, not escaping it. If you want to learn how to live in the now and calm your thoughts, this simple yet profound Zen story reveals the secret to calming your mind and finding inner peace. It's time to zero in the present, zoom into the lesson in every moment, and zigzag through your thoughts without attachment. Watch now to unlock the wisdom within and how to untap your potential. Welcome to Untapping Your Potential, where we will share with you motivational stories, motivational figures, comeback stories, and public speaking tips that will keep you growing and inspire you to take action. In a secluded monastery, deep in the mountains, surrounded by vast forests and the sounds of nature, the monastery was simple, yet serene, nestled between steep cliffs and flowing streams. The monks' lives were dedicated to meditation, study, and cultivating inner peace. Timothy had always been a young city boy. He had everything he could possibly want, including a happy family, a happy life, and abundant opportunities. However, he still felt empty inside, as if something significant was lacking. He desired calm, peace, and a more profound sense of purpose. Timothy chose a specific monastery known for helping people find balance and clarity. However, it's been difficult to adapt to the simplicity and quiet of monastic life. On this particular day, Timothy struggled with a noisy mind that wouldn't be quiet. He was so accustomed to the fast pace and constant movement and distractions of city life. He had been meditating for hours, but his thoughts just kept racing. Frustrated and in need of guidance, he decided to approach his Dharma master for help. Timothy thought that the master's knowledge was the secret to obtaining the tranquility he so desperately desired. The city boy arrived at the master's small yet humble hut on the monastery grounds. The master sat on a wooden bench outside, his hands clasped in silent prayer. Master, Timothy asked, his voice filled with desperation, how can I calm my mind? The master, with his gaze fixed on the horizon, gave a slow but deliberate response. I am too busy to speak now. Perhaps First Dharma brother can help you. He gestured toward the stone path leading to the meditation hall. Now Timothy, he was feeling some kind of way with that response, but he carried on. Instead of pressing it further, he bowed and made his way towards the meditation hall, a tall wooden structure with open windows that allowed the sounds of nature to fill the air. The first Dharma brother was seated on a cushion, his eyes closed in deep concentration. He wore a simple robe, his posture reflecting years of disciplined practice. The air smelled of incense and quiet stillness. First Dharma brother, Timothy asked respectfully, how can I calm my mind? The first Dharma brother opened his eyes, slightly grimacing, rubbing his temples. I have a headache. I cannot talk right now. Why don't you ask second Dharma brother, he said, pointing towards the garden, behind the hall where the second monk often worked with the plants. Timothy thanked him and went through the small garden. The earthly scent of the flowers mixing with the crisp mountain air. Timothy wished he could have the master's calmness despite being busy or experiencing a headache. Upon reaching his destination, the city boy saw the second Dharma brother was kneeling by a patch of herbs, carefully tending to them with his hands. He looked up as Timothy approached him, his face serene despite his ongoing task. "Second Dharma brother, may I ask you, how can I calm my mind?" Second Dharma brother smiled softly, but his expression faltered as he placed a hand over his belly. "I have a stomach ache. Perhaps you should return to the master and ask him again." Timothy, feeling increasingly perplexed, walked back up to the stone path to the master's hut. Timothy was now fuming. He felt dismissed entirely, and all he wanted was someone to answer his question. Why can't someone just give me the instructions? His mind was racing even faster. Anger and bewilderment consumed him. Timothy returned to the master, clearly distressed. "Master, I've asked everyone, and nobody gave me any answers." His cheeks were hot and his hands clenched at his sides. "If no one will assist me, how am I supposed to relax?" He was baffled as to why, of all places, he was unable to obtain assistance in this supposedly wise place. "Master," Timothy exclaimed, his voice quivering with irritation, "I've asked everybody, but nobody responded. No one was able to help me relax." Without a hint of frustration, the master simply smiled. "Ah, Timothy, everyone has already given you the answer. The headache, the stomachache, the busyness, they are reflections of your own mind. You have been seeking peace outside of yourself, but true peace can only be found within. You need not look further." Timothy stood still momentarily, the weight of the master's words sinking in. Slowly, he understood. The distraction he had encountered, whether the monk's ailments or the physical tasks they were occupied with, were not obstacles, but mirrors of his internal chaos. He realized the peace he sought had always been within him, waiting to be discovered. With a deep breath, Timothy sat beside the master, ready to begin his journey towards inner stillness, no longer searching outside for answers, but instead looking within. You will never be free until you free yourself from the prison of your own false thoughts. Philip Arnold. What was the lesson to be learned here? Where was the Zen? You see, Timothy initially thought that the secret of calming his mind was something straightforward, a method that could immediately end his restlessness. However, he was forced to face his thoughts after his attempts to get clarification from the master and the other monks failed. Timothy's Zen was realizing that calm exists within the here and now via introspection, acceptance, and letting go of the need for quick fixes. He found the serenity he was so desperately needed in his own thoughts. For us, true peace can only be found within, means turning your focus inward, away from external circumstances or other people, and examining your thoughts, feelings, beliefs, and reactions. Imagine you're feeling stressed and overwhelmed at work due to tight deadlines and demanding projects. Instead of blaming the work environment, your boss, or your colleagues for your stress, you decide to look from within. Number 1, be present. Number 2, reflect on the lessons in every moment. And number 3, observe without reacting. The mind is like water. When it's turbulent, it's difficult to see. When it's calm, everything becomes clear. Prasad Mays. Remember this teaching in Zen philosophy. This quote reflects the importance of being present and finding peace in the current moment rather than being caught up with either the what if or shoulda. Do not dwell on the past. Do not dream of the future. Concentrate the mind on the present moment. Buddha. Thanks for watching this video. How would you like to hear more motivational stories on a consistent basis? Do me a favor and support the channel by sharing, commenting below, and please make sure to like and hit that subscribe button to get the latest updates. Soon you will be on your way to feeling inspired.